The Galaxy Note 10 is a huge improvement over last year. It looks really good and it is no longer a secret. This is the Galaxy Note 10, everything you need to know in one place before it launches. Last week we had a huge amount of design leaks from some of the top leakers around. These renders are based on the latest leaks that we have about the Galaxy Note 10 series, and as the release date gets nearer and nearer, things are becoming clearer and clearer. So let's start with the screen. It's completely different from the Note 9 series last year. So rumors suggest there is more than one model of the Note 10 this year. A Galaxy Note 10 and a Note 10 Pro, and there will obviously be 5G versions of these as well. What isn't certain is whether the normal Galaxy Note 10 Pro will come with 5G as standard, or whether that will be offered in a separate device. But you know for a fact the Note series this year definitely is going to have a 5G model. So the Galaxy Note 10 is rumored to have a 6.28 inch screen. The Note 10 Pro, a 6.75 inch screen. Look at this design. Some of you may not like it. Some of you may think it's a great design. We have a hole punch in the middle of the screen. This rumor has not gone away. It came out a while ago, and as we get closer to the launch, we can be almost 100% certain that this is the design. It will have a center located hole punch. The S10 series has the hole punch on the right hand side. This will be differentiated from that and be in the middle. Also, looking at these designs, it actually looks smaller than that on the S10 series. And anyway, a massive design change from the Galaxy Note 9 series we got last year that kept those top and bottom bezels. We're getting the Snapdragon 855 in this one too, or depending on which market you're in, you might get an Exynos chip. What is also leaked and rumored to be in the phone is UFS 3.0 storage. The Galaxy S10 series has UFS 2.1. The OnePlus 7 Pro also has UFS 3.0 storage. That's Samsung technology in that phone. Now, whilst this storage option is of course an upgrade over UFS 2.1, we've seen in the OnePlus 7 Pro anyway that daily usage isn't affected that much. But in any case, it's nice to have the latest and greatest technology in this phone. Looking at all of these renders, you can see here a huge design change. Those top and bottom bezels are pretty much completely gone. Some of the renders here make the size of those top and bottom bezels look basically non-existent. So apparently they are smaller than the Galaxy S10 series, but not as small as some of these renders make them look. According to OnLeaks, the bottom bezel is 4.1 millimeters. So that is definitely smaller than the Galaxy S10 series at 4.9 millimeters, but is actually still bigger than the iPhone XS. The bottom bezel on that one is 3.9. Carrying on from those design changes on the back, gone is the fingerprint sensor, and also moved is the camera unit. It's no longer in the middle and it is no longer horizontal. Samsung have moved this camera unit left and also made it vertical, so it looks a little bit like the P30 series, the Honor 20 series. Well, if it doesn't look exactly like those, it's at least in the same position. It'll be a triple camera here like we get in the S10 series. Nothing major in terms of zoom functionality, just a normal triple camera setup with an ultra wide and a zoom camera. Now this will definitely be an improvement over the Note 9 series, which had a main camera and a zoom camera, but it will be more in line with what we see in the S10 lineup of phones. Another huge rumor was that this phone, the Galaxy Note 10, was going to feature 45-watt fast charging, but as we get closer to the launch, people are starting to question this. According to a few posts and a few leakers, actually this phone is only going to get 25-watt fast charging. A Samsung phone is going to get that type of fast charging, but apparently not the Note 10 series. This year they will stick to 25-watt fast charging in that device. Actually, if you look at the competition, OnePlus has 30-watt fast charging, Xiaomi has 27-watt fast charging. It seems like around 20 or 30-watt fast charging is about the norm for devices this year. Having said that, Huawei are pushing that with 40-watt fast charging rumored in the upcoming Huawei Nova 5. And we're not even finished with the design changes yet, so according to these case leaks, it looks like the Galaxy Note 10 series has finally done away with the headphone jack. So what is the price? No leaks about this to confirm it, But let's just have a look at the price of the Note 10 series going back a couple of years. It's got more and more and more expensive, and it's obviously going to be above $1,000 this year. And the release date for this, again, not confirmed by leaks, but having a look at the release dates of the last few years, late August is probably a good bet for this one. And just as a side note, with what's going on with Huawei at the moment, and as we know, the Mate series of phones always goes head to head with the Note series of phones from Samsung, I would expect the Galaxy Note 10 series this year to do really, really well. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out, but we haven't got long before both of these phones are released and we get to see what the latest flagships from Huawei and Samsung have got for us.